Can you guys update me quickly?
Just go on
I
Facebook
wonder
and
what would
change
happen if I
practice.
actually just like threw this thing away and just like stopped listening to like the news altogether. You know what I think it is we could talk a lot about what's going on right now, but instead what I'd actually like to kind of talk about is I think from your guys' opinion of what happens when we get back to what I call the new normal. And I'd like to hear what your guys' thoughts are on what you think that new normal is actually going to look like. I mean, I think the bottom line is that, you know, how we sell cars moving forward, how we service cars moving forward, and how we sell parts moving forward, that's going to change. And I think that we'll probably go in a couple different changes, but you know, I know that at some point in time in the next 2 weeks or the next 2 months, who knows, but there's going to be this kind of new level of normalcy. And I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on how that's going to look like for your dealership. Tyler, I'm going to go ahead and start with you on that one, if that's cool.
Well, I think what we're seeing right now is, something that a lot of the dealers that are ahead of the curve have been pushing for a long time, and that's, trying to be as remote as you can. Sending videos to customers and having as little in dealership interaction as possible. I think, as you said, the new normal when we go back, I think it's a lot of that stuff is going to stay. Even in my, like I said, I started in sales in the business in the summer of 2014. By the fall of 2015, the amount of people that actually went on a test drive in a vehicle went from 70 to probably 20%, just in that short time. So, I mean, I think this is, again, you're seeing which dealerships and which businesses have remote capabilities and are the ones that are going to be ahead of the curve and not blockbuster themselves, if you will.
I love the fact that you use Blockbuster in that because, you know, for the last 70 some odd years, we really haven't changed the way that we've done business. And now we don't have a choice. Like, we are fundamentally going to have to change or we will end up like Blockbuster. Perfect analogy. Hey, Jeff, let's go ahead and same question to you, sir. How do you see that first stage of normalcy look like for what you do and for your dealership?
Well, I think it's gonna go back to like how you and I were always talking about that push the red button, right? I mean, videos are now being kind of forced on dealers, and I think that that's actually a good thing to sales managers like Tyler, where your sales force is now like kind of being forced to do it. I mean, so many people were, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and they never do. But I think now with the fact you have to kind of interact with people, there's a lot of people aren't going to want to come in, and for who knows how long that's going to be, even once we start getting back to some bit of normalcy where we're actually all back and on a fully functioning dealership, there's still people who aren't going to want to come for a while. So something I've been wanting to do for a long time is live videos, live meetings with customers. I've been wanting to do that for a while, and unfortunately, like everything else in the automotive industry, everything is such slow moving. The ideas are there and everybody likes it, but nobody wants to help you implement it, right? And I think that now dealers hopefully will be much more progressive and helping the salespeople, that the salespeople that realize this is necessary to move those things forward. I mean, this is